All right. So, so if you really are a masculine man, a woman will submit to you automatically because it's just in her nature to do so. It's an automatic response for her when she's around a real masculine man, right? And because I hear a lot of videos talking about how men complaining about how they woman won't submit, and men complaining about how a woman's not, she's in her masculine, she's being masculine as a woman. And I get why some women are being masculine as a woman. They don't got nobody else to provide for them. And they got to go out there and get a job and do the things that men typically have always done in the past that they don't have somebody to do that for them. So they're not staying at home. They have to be, if you're going to get out here and get somewhere in this world, in the workforce, it can turn somebody masculine. You got to bring your masculine energy out to do that. But even a masculine woman, right, will submit to a masculine man, right? See, because when that masculine man comes around, she's gonna notice and she's automatically gonna submit. I don't know if you've ever seen women where they just hardcore, but once that man comes around, they'll just sweeten up and yes, right? They'll sweeten up real quick, right? But they don't do that for everybody, right? They do that for the depending on the energy they start receiving. Okay. And the problem is that the beta men, see, they want masculine men benefits without bringing their own masculinity to the table. Okay. And then they cry that they're not getting what they feel like they need because they have this inner need to be treated like a man. Okay. Right? But you got to give to get. You got to give to get, bro. Right? You don't get to get the benefits of being a masculine man without being a masculine man. Okay? Right? And if you think about it, you don't hear real masculine men complaining about women being masculine. Real masculine men don't do that. It's the betas who do that, right? It's the ones who are all in their emotions and their feelings who do that. Okay? See? And there's so many masculine women out there because there's so many beta men out there. Like the sassy man is at an all-time high right now. What you expect the woman to do? Right? This is a reaction of them having to survive out on their own. The reasons this has happened and we got put in this situation, and there's so many of us that have lost that masculine trait. That's a whole nother video. But our women have been put in that situation where they have to go out there and do it on their own in a lot of cases, not in all cases, but in a lot of cases. So we can't really blame them on that. We have to see the puppet master behind that's been pulling our strings and her strings in order to put us in the situation to be that way in the first place is what we really need to do. Okay. Right. See, a woman can raise a woman, no problem. Cause they women. They know how to raise a woman. They know how to raise a good woman, but what they can't do is they don't know how to raise a man. They can't raise a masculine man because you can't be something that you can't teach somebody to be something that you're not. Right? I can't teach somebody to be something and I'm not that. That don't work. That don't work. Right? So since so many of our boys are getting raised by only women, right? They're picking up that feminine side. They're picking up that emotional side, and they're not picking up that masculine side. They're not getting raised to be masculine. They're not getting raised to be men. But even though they haven't been raised to be men, don't mean they don't want what men want. And what does a man want? He by nature wants a woman to submit to him. By nature. See? But he hasn't learned how to get a woman to do that. So he start flying off at the handle. He start getting emotional about it because the only thing he know is the feminine emotional that he done got raised up on. Okay. See, they've been taught and trained to be this way. Right? And it's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. It's just the result of the woman doing the best she can, trying to raise somebody to be something that she's not. You can't raise somebody to be something. You can't raise somebody to be something that they not. You can't do that. So she's doing the best she can, but you know, they've been trying to, we got a secret enemy who's behind all this. They've been trying to take the man out of the so-called black man for consistently trying to do this for the last 30 years now. And they figured out a way to do it by taking the fathers out of the household. And the way they do that is, it's a complicated, I can't even fit it into this video because it's so complicated, but I'm going to make a video just for that. Okay. And everything that I'm talking about, I'm really speaking in general because there's we have some masculine men left. We still have some fathers out there who's teaching their men how to be men. We still have that left. It's just, we don't have a lot. It used to be the majority of men had that. And now it's flip-flopped to where we don't have a lot of that left. We don't have a lot of that left. Right. But these men who don't know how to be masculine, they don't know how to be men because they never got taught. See, they start feeling cheated by their women who's treating them like what they've become. Right? They don't want to be treated. They want to be treated like men. Right? But they don't know how to be treated like men. Right? They get raised to be emotional. They get raised to not compete. They get raised to not be able to handle rejection because they get their way all the time. They don't have that disciplinary man who says no. They don't have that in their life growing up. Right? They don't have that. They don't know that it's their job to get what they need and want out of a woman. It's not her job. It's their job. See, they don't know that. Right? So what do? They end up hating women. They act out. They blame the women when the reality is that it's their job to learn to be masculine. Right? It's their job to learn to be masculine. And that's difficult because where do you learn to be masculine? Well, you got to get around some men. You got to get around some men. You got to start listening to some real men. See, a woman can't teach that. And if they don't want to learn, then they're just going to get the results of not wanting to learn. Right? I also hear a lot about how women won't take care of the family and won't give men money. Like, when a woman makes money and a woman is in her masculine and she's getting paid, that she just want to keep it all to herself. And she'll do that if she don't have no masculine man, right, to give it to. Because when a woman has a masculine man, she'll sit up here and give that masculine man everything she got. She'll give him everything she got. She's not giving these betas who run around on they talk shows talking about how, see, a woman, when she makes money, she doesn't give her man any money. She doesn't take care of the family. That's the man. The man will do that. The woman won't do. No, the woman won't do that because she got a little beta. She got a feminine man who don't know how to get it out of her. Right? Because she happy to give it to a masculine man. See? A woman will give up everything she got for a masculine man and happily do it, want to do it, right? And if the woman really had a problem giving up everything they got, I mean, there's so many examples of women doing that. There's so many examples of women doing that. They just not giving you their money because you ain't masculine, right? So instead of complaining, what you need to do is you need to get out here and figure out how to be masculine, right? You need to figure out how to be a man, right? Because we need our men. We need our men now more than ever. We need our men to start taking our nation back and start taking our place in the world back, right? We got a lot of problems right now, and it's up to us to fix these problems, right? We're the only one who's gonna fix our problems, right? We can't expect for the woman to fix our problems for us. That's not her job. That's our job, right? We as men, as masculine men, when we have these problems, we have to figure out what is the problem, diagnose that problem, and then come up with a solution to that problem, right? If we having problems with our women, we got to diagnose how come we're having these problems with our women, right? And once we come up with the proper solution, then we got to come around and fix that. If it's because we're in last place as a group, then we got to get out of last place as a group. If it's because everybody else, right, has a nation to call home except for us, then we need a nation to call home too. We can't be living under a whole nother group of people. And we've been doing this. And we haven't did it for the time period that they say we have. Because that's a big mind control. But I got other videos about that. I got other videos about that. Right. We've got a hidden enemy amongst us that has purposely been causing problems in our community, but we haven't been seeing how they've been causing these problems in our community. We don't even know why they're causing these problems in our community, but we got to start seeing it. We got to start seeing it. It's time to really wake up to see to what's really going on. And when it comes to our men in relationships, our women need us to be masculine. They need us to be men. They need us to guide them. They aren't the leaders. We're the leaders. Okay? And when you lead, everybody might not follow you, but you're going to get the people who are supposed to follow you. They're going to follow you, right? You got to stand up for something and have a backbone, right? So if you want those masculine benefits, you got to be masculine. You don't get masculine benefits unless you are masculine, okay? And there's no cheat code. There's no cheat code to this. Okay? Be masculine. Get masculine results. All right. Peace and love.